a friend of mine in New Zealand works at an art gallery. It's so interesting. In my world, I grew up in Haight-Ashbury, and we call them public schools. I think you call them public schools, that where you don't pay. They never have uniforms. It's the fancy ass schools that have uniforms. And I've heard that the reason for kids to wear uniforms is twofold. The parents don't have to think of what they're going to wear, or the kids themselves. And there's not so much of the status, oh, you have expensive sneakers, you're better than me kind of thing. But my friend who worked in the art gallery, it was so fascinating, because she said when school kids came in uniform, they were so unruly, because they weren't themselves. They were part of a gang. They weren't individually responsible in a way. But when they came in their civic clothes, they were very polite. I got thinking about that, and I thought, well, I guess that's how they get soldiers. They take away their names, they put them in a uniform, and get them to do things they might not want to do if they were out of a uniform. So I was thinking on that, and then we had the terrible, terrible things that have been going on with the ICE raids in the States. And it's always complicated, isn't it? Because our economy has gone so haywire, where there's a small amount with all the money, and then the rest are just struggling, truly struggling. So they offered bonuses. If anyone wanted to become an ICE agent, they'd give them $50,000. So the people that were struggling, back rent and due and all that kind of stuff, they'd sign up. But there was a deal. There was a caveat, of course. You got $10,000 for signing up, and if you made it to into the second year, you got another $10,000 each year for 5 years. But if you quit early, you had to give it all back. And then they started, not just trying to look for criminals, just looking for people who were struggling and trying to work. And then they were putting masks on them, and I thought, oh, that's how you can get people to do terrible things. You take their humanity away. Anyway, I was pondering about that, as I do in my spare time all the time. And then moving to Canada, what a relief. And this will seem very irreverent and odd, but there's a series of romance novels. Have any of you heard of Heated Rivalry? Yes. Yeah. It's this woman from Nova Scotia, I think, who wrote these novels, these total romance, kind of, not great literature. But I was thinking about, what is a romance novel? For women, it's all about the bodice rippers are all about the forbidden love, the love that you can't have. And so what more forbidden than two rival hockey players, men? And so she decided to write a series of romance novels about these two hockey players. What? So I was reading them because why not? And they're really hot, actually. And apparently the TV show just took off globally. And in fact, the two lead characters actually got to be the torchbearers at the Olympics. They've never had actors do that. It's always athletes. It's hysterical. But the kind of amazing thing is that it's opened up all these huge questions about, in hockey, it's such a homophobic sport. There's so much slurs. If you don't play well, they call you gay or whatever. And one of the characters is an Asian man. And so it's amazing how this one little kind of obscure romance novel has flamed into this huge thing. But the characters in the book that I read about, the problem for them is they have to act tough. And the worst thing that could happen is they get outed, because in their world of hockey, it's not allowed. So ice hockey, I should say, it's different here, right? So from the ice in the US to the ice hockey, very surreal. This is about not being able to be human and having to be tough, this song. It's called In the Field, and the little line "in the field" comes around a lot, so please sing along. And it's new, very new. They put me in this checkered shirt, in the field, in the field. It billows with the wind and dirt. In the field, in the field, the crows won't come near me. I'm a monster to them in the field. Sure, they filled my head with golden straw in the field, with button eyes and crooked smile. In the field, my back is just a tired old rake, stuck and stiff all the day in the field. I am so lonely standing here in the field, in the field. The crows laugh and they start to veer in the field, in the field. I don't know who I am or why they left me out here in the field. Tatters of rain, witness to time. Ants climbing up, they sense my sadness. Now my shirt has blown itself to rags in the field, in the field. My face has faded with the rays in the field, in the field. And as I slowly fall apart, crows land right on my head in the field. These newfound friends